Hello and welcome back to another TCG Live pack opening. Today we're cracking open 8 Temporal Forces packs. Starting off with Ghastly coming up the stairs in the abandoned mansion. Rosaleo rolling around in the tall grass in the forest. Slugma heading their way up the lava-covered lands. The herd of Ponyta racing through the field. Full Metal Lab Trainer. Future Booster Energy Capsule Trainer. The very nice Iron Valiant training in the mountains under the stars. Raichu just rolling around in the grassy field for the first reverse. Second would be Solosis floating around the abandoned brick building, it looks like. And our rare of the pack is Koraidon shredding their way through the jungle. The very wonderfully designed Deerling traversing the forest. The Snom pair making paths through the snow. Meditite training hard in spite of the driving rain around them. Lickitung having tasted something just plain awful. Bronzong floating through the field while lightning crackles above them. Heavy Baton Trainer. Delmai's getting washed up on the shore. Medichan training near all the colorful trees for our first reverse. Second would be the Pikachu looking back at their trainer as they walk down their path. And our rare of the pack is the nice Iron Thorns Hollow, launching rocks in all directions. Ekans randomly wrapped around the tree. Skitty running around the blooming garden. Roly-Coly next to the minecart in the mines. Beldum making a sharp turn in the field. Great Tusk just charging through the mesa. A rescue board trainer. Palafin Hero posing in the city. The Bramblin Trio getting blown across the land for our first reverse. Yep, that is a reverse. Ooh, a very wonderful Excadrill. You know, I always thought they were bigger than that. Not much, I know he's pretty dang short, but I thought he was at least bigger than that. Like, good grief, they're so tiny. Anyways, it's a wonderful IR for sure, with all the Excadrill and the miners stopping for lunch. Magcargo looking at the stars as they crest the cooling lava. Meditang zooming around the mountains. Rellor rolling across the savannah under the sea of stars. There's so many beautiful star cards in this one. Totodile having collected a stick from the pond. Mightyena running around the grasslands in winter. Screamtail angrily bursting forth from the jungle underbrush. A Heavy Baton Trainer. A Mist Energy. Raichu rolling around in the grass for our first reverse. Second would be Keldeo galloping across the water's surface. And our rare of the pack is a very nice Iron Leaves EX Hyper Rare. A good looking card for sure. And I say we're about halfway there. The group of Wiglet all extended out except for one. Bronzor floating around the ruins. I love the coloring for this card. Haunter getting spotlighted in front of the brick wall. Turtonator adding to the flames in the lava-filled lands. Iron Hands launching off a Volt Wave. Iron Jugulus silhouetted by the bright lightning behind them. Rubombi flying around the dark forest. Licky Licky getting some berries off the tree for our first reverse. Second would be a Morty's Conviction Trainer. And our rare of the pack is the Iron Thorns launching boulders in all directions. Haunter spotlighted in front of the brick wall. Tranquil flying over the forest as the clouds part above. Torracat bounding their way up the mountain path. Cutiefly trying to get nectar from the flowers on their hat. Scorch scurrying their way up the mountain path at sunset. A Buddy Buddy Poffin Trainer. The very angry Iron Treads for our first reverse? I don't think that's a reverse. That is, though. Scyther slicing their way through the bamboo forest. Explorer's Guidance Trainer for our second. And our rare of the pack is Magcargo cresting the cooling lava. Couple of packs to go. Haunter spotlighted in front of the wall. Pineco hopping their way up the forest path. Slugma in the lava-covered lands. Cutiefly trying to get nectar from the hat. Skyform Shaman in the beautiful meadow at sunrise. Iron Valiant training under the stars. Bianca's Devotion Trainer. Mawile just munching through the rock for our first reverse. Second would be Frostmoth flying through the quiet city at night. And ooh, an Iron Crown EX hyper rare as well to pair along with the Iron Leaves. Alrighty, it's come that time once again to find out is last pack best pack or not. If you want more details on the rules, there's a video link down below. We have a not so great shot at it because we've seen an IR so far, but we'll see how it goes. The herd of Ponyta running through the field. Licky Licky getting berries from the tree. Litten heading across the rooftops in the city. Meditang zooming around the mountains. Vigavolt flying through the trees in the forest. Ancient Booster Energy Capsule Trainer. Delmise getting washed up on shore. Hand Trimmer Trainer for our first reverse. Second would be another Morty's Conviction Trainer. And our rare of the pack is the nice Feraligatr, kicking up a bunch of mud in the swamp. Though, as nice as this Feraligatr is, it's obviously going to be another no for last pack best pack, which should take the streak up to 2. Well, that's going to be about it out of me. As always, I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you next time for another TCG Live pack opening.